This is the Math 7 Plus video for solving multi-step equations. Problem 1, 15b plus 6 is greater than 9b minus 36. So I want to keep my variables positive, so the first thing I'm going to do is subtract 9b from both sides of the inequality. I'm left with 6b plus 6 is greater than negative 36. I need to subtract the 6 over because I want the 6b on a side by itself. So I have 6b is greater than negative 42. My last step is to divide by 6. And I'm going to have b is greater than negative 7. Example 2, it's a little blurry, but it says negative 12k plus 28 is less than 18k plus 88. I want to keep my variables positive, so I'm going to add over 12k to both sides. So I have 28 is less than or equal to 30k plus 88. I'm going to subtract 88 from both sides. And I'm left with 60 is less than, negative 60, I'm sorry. Negative 60 is less than 30k. I'm going to divide both sides by 30. I'm left with negative 2 is less than k. Example 3, 11 plus 2c is less than or equal to 6 minus 3c. I'm going to add my 3c so I can keep my variables positive. I have 11 plus 5c is less than or equal to 6. I want to subtract 11 so I can get the 5c on a side by itself. I then have 5c is less than or equal to negative 5. I want to get c alone, so I'm going to divide both sides by 5. And c is less than or equal to negative 1. You'll notice in all of these I tried to keep my variable positive. We did that with equations, but I like to do it with inequalities especially because then I don't have to worry about flipping my inequality sign. Alright, so for my last one, I have 2 times the difference of n and 5 is greater than 30 minus 8n. I need to distribute in my 2, so then I have 2n minus 10 is greater than or equal to 30 minus 8n. Again, I want to keep my variables positive, so I'm going to add 8n to both sides. So on my right side, I'm now left with 30. And on my left side, I have 10n minus 10 is greater than or equal to 30. So I need to get my variable alone, so I'm going to add 10 to both sides of the inequality. I have 10n is greater than or equal to 40. I need to get n alone, so I'm going to divide by 10. And n is greater than or equal to 4. As I said in class, these 4 examples you create yourselves, but they have to have an answer that matches these graphs. So if you did 2-step inequalities and wanted it to match this graph, you could do 2x plus 3 equals 9, and you could solve that so it, or not equals, greater than 9, and then you could get b as your graph.